Hello and welcome. My name's Tony Draper, and you can find me on tonydraper.com. So today I'm looking at asking the question, do you want to make money in 2011? Now the reason I ask that is that some of you may have been trying to make money over the last year or two, or maybe even over the last 10 years, and you haven't been very successful at it. But then also there may be some of you that are only just starting online and you're wondering what to do for 2011. So the question is, do you want to make money in 2011? Now, most of my information that I get is from my teaching. So I obviously do a lot of personal development in the background, but then also the same happens in terms of as my students carry out their personal development, we sort of teach each other the various things of gaps in knowledge and such. And it's from listening to my students and working with my students that I've come to the conclusion that in order to be successful online, you want to build yourself a long-term business. Now I know that in the current days we are in at the moment, there's a lot of trends that are happening left, right and centre, with obviously social networking and social media and all the other various things. Trends are happening on a very frequent basis, and to follow trends is not a bad idea, because obviously where there's trends there's a market, but trends are only short term. The fact is, if you want to be successful online, you have to build yourself a business model that is going to last, and this is the only way that you're going to be successful online. What you need to understand as well is that the basic structures that you will set up online are the same whether they're online or offline. The basic structures of a business are always the same. The fact is that you're going to look at the market, understand what the market wants, produce a product or service that the market is going to be hungry for. You're going to deliver that product and service, having marketed and sold that product or service. And if you get that right, then you and your business will be successful. So what does internet success mean? Well, basically internet success means you have freedom. What you want to be doing is creating a business that is long term, but that is automated. Automated in a way that you don't actually have to work in the business. Don't get me wrong, when you first start out building a business, you not only work in the business, but more often than not, you just about carry out every role within the business. But as you build a business that's long lasting, you will start to work yourself up the chain so that eventually you can actually take yourself out of the business. And what you want to be is in a position where the business makes money for you, whether you get out of bed or not. So what are the three key areas that you need to take into account if you're going to build a successful business? The three key areas are such: motivation and desire, research, design and delivery, and personal development and outsourcing. And I'll go into those in a bit more detail. So when it comes down to motivation and desire, the sort of questions that you want to be asking yourself is, why do you want to do this? Yeah, I mean, the fact is that what's the burning reason that you actually want to make money online? Who do you want to do it for? You may want to do it just purely for yourself, but you may want to do it for your friends and family. What is your vision? Ask yourself, what is my vision? Where do I want to be in 5 years' time? Where do I want to be in a year's time? Where do I want to be in 6 months' time? Ask yourself what your vision is, and also ask yourself, what are my goals? In order to get to my vision, what goals do I need to achieve to ensure that I get there? The other area that you need to look at is research, design and delivery. The sort of questions that you need to ask yourself is, where is my market? There's a number of markets out there, but you need to work out which market you're passionate about and which market is hungry for what you're looking at providing. Then you ask your question, what am I going to provide? Are you going to provide a product? Is it going to be a service? What types of product? Is it going to be a membership site? Is it going to be an ebook? There's a number of things that you can provide out there, but you need to understand what the market wants and understand what you're going to provide. And then what do you need to do to provide it? How do I provide my service or product? What models do I need to put in place? What channels do I need to take? What delivery mechanisms need to be in place? So how am I going to provide it? Am I going to provide it over the internet? Am I going to provide it via postal? Am I going to provide it over video? There's a number of things that you need to understand how you're actually going to provide it, and also with how am I going to provide it, what sales mechanisms am I going to put in place, how am I going to market that. Then finally, you've got personal development and outsourcing. You need to understand what your strengths are. Not only that, but once you understand what your strengths are, then you need to understand what additional strengths you need in order to achieve the business that you want to build. And what you'll find is that in the beginning, because your strengths aren't quite as honed in on the business that you're trying to build, you'll need to outsource. So look at the various outsourcing options that you've got so that you can fill up your business organization. Then as you develop yourself and as you increase your strengths, then you can outsource less and less. And then what you need to do is actually look at how you can improve your strengths at all times. The fact is that you need to become the expert. Once you've become the expert, then people look up to you, and people within your business, as you start to employ people and your people you're outsourcing to, will be able to look to you for guidance. So once again, to be successful, you need to do all three of these. But what I will say is that with internet marketing and online business, make sure you have fun. Because if you don't have fun, then what are you really doing it for? Okay, that goes back to the question of why are you really doing it. There could be some burning desires, but the fact is that you need to have fun whilst doing it. Otherwise it's going to be a painful experience and it's not going to be long lasting. I hope that was helpful for you. If you want to find out any more information, then contact me at tony@cashbuildingstrategies.com, and plus also take advantage of my 7-day video bootcamp, which is free. That shows you how I build my business model and how I've created my internet riches, and it also shows you how I can mentor you and help you to achieve your internet success. So thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you soon.